Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Waiting for the Weekend, where we get together every week to chat about all of the fun events and activities coming up in the Valley. And we've got our friends from Columbiana, Trumbull, and Mahoning County Tourism and Visitors Bureaus. And we are going to go around and talk about what's coming up. So we're going to start in Columbiana County. And Lisa, what do you got going on?
Oh, hi everyone. We hope you're enjoying this beautiful fall weather. We have so many fun events, especially for you and your children. Our first event will be on Sunday, October 12th, and that is in Salem at Waterworth Park. We will have the Trail of Treats. If you've never been to this event, it's so fun, and the kids just love it. You dress them in costume. They will go have booths set up where children will trick or treat at each booth. If you come early in your costume, they're going to have a costume judging that starts at 2 p.m. at the band shell. And the only thing they ask is that you bring a perishable or non-perishable food item for the Salem Food Pantry. So again, Waterworth Memorial Park, costumes judging starts at 2 p.m. Trick-or-treating starts from 3 to 5. Then next, for you and your kiddos, I would love to do this because they look so cute and I like to paint and be creative. Warm Hearts Studio has several fall-themed make and take events. So like one of them is the haunted houses. They have 2 different haunted houses you can choose from. The cost is $25 and all supplies are provided. So if you check their website at warmheartsstudio.com. You can choose one of their events. Another one they're doing is they have some hanging wooden signs. You can choose between a ghost or a witch. And then they have some clay classes with a ghost or a spooky tree. But these are all really cute. It looks like a fun thing for you to do with your children. And then next, another one your children will love and I love because Matilda is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Matilda the musical begins Friday, October 10th at the Columbiana Arts Theater. The Squeaky Wheel Theater Company will present this show. So I go ahead and get your tickets and check their website. Again, it opens on Friday, October 10th. And if you've never seen Matilda, or even if you have, it's just such a great show. And then my next event, this one is going to be on, I believe it's October. Let me look just a moment. Sorry. I believe it's October 26th.
Is the Squeaky Wheel Theater Company, isn't that the one? Is that like a special needs theater company?
Yes, it is an all-inclusive special needs theater.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've wanted to check them out for a while, so maybe I'll try to get down there.
Cute name, too.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, yes, October 26th, we have the Halloween 5K Dash and Monster Mile. So I wanted to give you time to get signed up. You can register at runsignup.com. This is always a fun event. So even if you don't run or want to walk it, you can come down and watch and cheer on everyone. They will be in their costumes and running this in costume. And they even have a costume judging. So come on down to the Monster Mile. Begins at 8:30 a.m. The 5K will begin at 9 a.m. And that will be it's at the Columbiana County District's Park Garage off of Jefferson. But again, all your information is on runsignup.com. So we hope to see you there at some of these wonderful events.
Awesome. And like you said, the weather is finally turning. So it's fine. I mean, yesterday felt like summer and today's like fall is here.
Finally fall.
All right, Sam, going to you in Trumbull County. What's going on?
All right, we got a lot of Halloween stuff going on, way more than I can talk about. So definitely go on to trulytrumbull.com/events. I had to be biased a little and just pick 3 because how do you decide
Right.
otherwise?
How do you decide? Yeah.
First, I wanted to talk about Pearl Street Market, who are brand new. Oh, we just lost Lisa.
Yeah.
That's sad. But Pearl Street Market just opened, like their ribbon cutting was Monday. So they are continuing their grand opening celebration all week. This is a kind of like a group market of there's like think Shaker Woods, but inside. Does that make sense? It's really cute. It's gorgeous. They had tons of Halloween and Christmas stuff when I went, all separate vendors, but they all go through the same point of sale system to make it easier for everyone. I immediately bought a bunch of vintage Halloween candles within seconds of walking in, and it's in Cortland on Pearl Street, hence the name. But this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they are continuing to do part of their grand opening celebrations. At 11 on Saturday, they're doing like free lemonade and cold brew on tap while you shop. So encouraging people.
Fun.
There's a kids activity and like art going on, and then there'll be some a grand prize pool on Sunday for like a raffle as well. So she's doing a great job just starting it off on the right foot for both the Cortland community and the whole community. If history is more your thing than shopping, the Centerbrook Manor is doing their renowned Civil War living history event. It is, no one does it like them. They do this every year. So it is this Friday and Saturday is their 2025 Civil War event, starting at 9 a.m. on the 10th and ending about 6 p.m. on the 11th. If you don't know, the Centerbrook Manor is in Bloomfield, Ohio. It is a gorgeous historic building, and they do such a good job with this event. There will be an infantry and artillery demonstration, or multiple artillery demonstrations throughout the event. And I think kind of the biggest, or one of the biggest draws, is they do a super authentic Civil War field hospital setup where you can walk through and understand it, and they go all out with it. And there's tons of period reenactments. You can meet the surgeons and soldiers and civilians from the 1860s and talk to them about the history. Great for history buffs, but also definitely family friendly. There's nothing like, I said field hospital, but it's not gory to the extent where you couldn't bring your kids or anything like that. It's family friendly for sure. And then on the very Halloween side of things, this Friday is Modern Methods Night of the Figging Dead. So obviously that was a riff on Night of the Living Dead, the 1968 George Romero film. They changed it to figging because they always release their fig sour right with this event. And figs are kind of spooky, the spookiest fruit if you think about it. So it is a zombie themed event that I personally love. George Romero films are my favorite films in the whole world. So I'm always very involved, but they are going to have a zombie themed drag performance. They always do a showing of the original Night of the Living Dead on their big screen that they set up in the Dave Grohl Alley. But because this movie is outside of copyright, or there was an error and there isn't copyright on this film, you're allowed to play it and alter the sound. So they do this psychedelic experience where they overdub with a DJ music on top of the film while you're watching it. It's really unique. Yeah. And they'll be also the drag queens, when they're not performing, they'll be there to help you do your makeup if you want to dress up as a zombie for the event as well.
Very fun.
And I will be there, and I will be dressed as a zombie. So
all right. And we were just saying you can go see people in real life. Samantha's a real person, right? So you can go meet her.
Yes, one watching, we're having musical chairs here today.
Yeah.
All right, Megan, Mahoning County.
Okay, like everyone else said, it was very hard to pick events. On our calendar at exploremahoning.com, we have 22 events listed for just this Saturday. So there is so much to do. So I went with kind of a pumpkin theme. So we will start with quite a few pumpkin events. So it starts on Friday with pumpkin carving at Fellows Riverside Gardens. So this kind of goes hand in hand with the next event I'll talk about. So this is the carving of the pumpkins for their pumpkin walk at twilight, which is going to be held on Sunday. So what you can do is go on Friday and actually carve the pumpkins that will be on display. So they'll have carving tools, and you can also bring your own. It will take place under a tent in the parking lot. No registration is required. It's free, open to the public, all ages. And that'll be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday. And then on Sunday, they will take all of the pumpkins that have been carved and put them on display from 4 to 8 p.m. at Fellows Riverside Gardens. And the pumpkin walk is so cool, especially as it starts to get dark and they're all lit up. And it's just so beautiful. And really, you see a lot of creative pumpkins and the carvings. So that's also free.
Yeah,
Another
I did that
free
with my
event.
kids. I did that with my kids years ago, and it was really fun because then they got
It's
to go
so
find
fun.
their pumpkins and see all the other creations. It was very cool.
Yes. And then we have another pumpkin event that is free. It's called Ty's Pumpkin Walk. And it's held on Thursdays through Sundays. And it started October 3rd. It's all the way through the 26th of October. And it's from 6 to 9 p.m. at Aunt Julie's Farm Market. And their greenhouses. So this is the 5th year that they've done it, and it has hundreds of carved pumpkins, and they kind of benefit local nonprofits. So they can kind of show off the different pumpkins and things like that. So again, free and open to the public, but donations are accepted. You can visit their website. It's called Ty's Pumpkin Walk. So you can just Google that and you can get all of the information. Then on Saturday from 11 to 4 at the Freight Yard, which is on Mahoning Avenue, right towards headed downtown, they are having their Pumpkin Spice Festival. So that's right behind Trek Coffee, if you guys don't know where it is. So they will obviously have lots of pumpkin spice drinks. And then they're also going to have a fall market, a pumpkin patch, different activities for the kids, pumpkin pie baking competition, and then just lots of local baked goods that'll be on sale. And then last but not least, the non-pumpkin related event I have is for the Peace Race. If you guys haven't been to the Peace Race or haven't participated in it, we've already said I'm not a runner, but I will still go, and it's such a cool event. And registration actually ends tonight. The race is Sunday. And this was a race founded in 1975 as a way to bring athletes together from around the world. They get a ton of athletes from all around the country and even the world for competition, friendship, and understanding. I love that. And it's a 25K, a 10K, a 2-mile, and a kids run. And it goes through Mill Creek, which of course is so beautiful this time of year. So it's a really great run. And even if you don't run, just go and show up and support the runners because it's such a heartfelt, really nice event.
Right. Awesome. All right. As always, so many great events going on. And if you guys at home are watching and you have an event or an activity you want to share, just put it in the comments and we will help you spread the word. All right. We'll see you all next week. Thanks.